Hi, welcome to Trigger Your Truth. I'm Kristen, and this is the first episode, rather a introduction. If you would ask me 6 months ago if I would be talking into a camera to throw out onto YouTube, I would have totally laughed in your face and said, heck no. Yet here I am. My intention for this is a safe space. It's raw, it's real, it's organic. I don't even know how to edit a video, and I'm just doing this on my phone. So it's about as real as you can get so that, we could connect, reflect, learn from each other so that ultimately we can embrace and embody our highest truth and our highest self. Um, the last 4 years for me have been life changing. Quite frankly, I was just exhausted. Um, what I realized is I was just stuck. I was stuck in this pattern. I was stuck reacting the same way I always do. Um, Nothing felt good. There wasn't a lot of peace. There were nights I didn't sleep, created drama, played into drama, judged people, sadness, depression. I mean, you name it. It was all very low energy emotion, and I couldn't get out of it. And quite frankly, I had just had enough. And at that time, the universe shut everything down for me real hard, so hard that I had a lot of time on my hands, and I am so grateful for that time. Um, because I allowed my curiosity to trigger me and I followed it. And I learned so much about myself and that I wasn't really tapped into, being in alignment with my best self. So I used a lot of tools, tried a lot of new things, all of which I'll share with you as these episodes go on. Some will resonate for you, some won't, and maybe I can pick up some new ones from you as well, which would be just fantastic. Um, but let's just start by really the basics, and we know we have two halves of the brain here, and they're not always in sync, and they're not always flowing, and sometimes it creates that chaos, and gosh knows that's all been proven that the brain is just so powerful and strong, and there's so much about it that stores stuff that we don't even realize it's storing. And so a lot of stuff's imprinted on us from the time that we're young, our parents, our teachers, our friends, um, and it's a part of how you react to situations and you don't even realize it. And I am very grateful that I was able to kind of connect a lot of dots and tap into behaviors that I was doing that I didn't like about myself. Quite frankly, I just didn't like it about myself. So, yeah. And then once I kind of took it a step further, I started learning about energy, and everything is energy, and what we put out, we get back, and the law of attraction, and so on and so forth. And, you know, what really hit me hard, especially this past 3 to 4 months, is the masculine and the feminine energy, and we all have both of that within us, and it, we are all very different, and our balance of those energies within us is our own. um, but ultimately for me, what I found out was that I was that masculine energy. I was go go go, do do do, don't show emotion, don't be vulnerable, um, worry, stress a little bit, all that just get out there and go. Be strong, be tough. Wasn't really tapped in to the divine feminine energy at all. And boy, that understanding that and how they balance each other has been huge for me. The divine feminine is missing, I think, in a lot of us women, and I think we need to find it and tap into it again. It's soft, it's nurturing, it's creative, yet strong. It's confident and real and willing to receive and flow. And when you can flow and be still, then your emotions and your feelings, and you can listen to them because they're here to trigger us for something, whether it's to heal something from the past or whether it's to get us curious about something else, in our job, in our life, in our relationships, and how we, um, you know, are at home, whatever it is to you. If we sit, then they can flow in, and we can use them like a mirror to take a look at ourselves. These past few years haven't always been that easy. It was almost like I was in a hermit mode, to be honest with you, um, which I've learned to really love. And um, it also gave me that opportunity to really kind of go into the dark. And, once I started doing that and connecting dots and understanding myself better and understanding that I wasn't balanced and a lot of what had imprinted on me or what I learned or how I was reacting was out of fear. Um, really, for the most part, out of fear. And once I could begin to release and understand that and let it go, then it gave me a space where I could create these new habits. And they've been life changing. I mean, they've been life changing for me. I can't even begin to tell you just the love and the joy and the compassion and peace that I feel. It's it's a night and day difference from where I was even 2 years ago, and very much from where I was, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So, we're all different. We are all different. We have different relationships, experiences, and that's what makes us us. Um, but if we start to really use those experiences and what we're feeling to help guide us and spark that curiosity and ignite that fire, it opens more pathway to get to know yourself a little better and start to connect the dots and get real and get vulnerable. It wasn't always easy for me. In fact, it was hard and emotional, um, but I wouldn't change it. So here I am, and I'm throwing this out, and I am hoping that you follow along. I am by no means an expert. I'm really just looking to connect, give a space that's real, um, in hopes that we can all share and truly tap into that divine feminine and flow and receive because it's such a strong energy. It is a confident energy and it is magnetic, and we all deserve to feel that way. So follow along, share it, hit subscribe, ask questions. I don't even know how it works out there really. Um, if you would like to join the women's group, I'm actually here in the Kansas City metro area and started playing around with women's groups about a year ago. But we're looking to kind of grow that and expand that. If that interests you at all, feel free to go to Trigger Your Truth on Instagram and click the link. There's a Google form in there that will connect you directly um, to me, and we can, yeah, continue to learn and share and reflect and really embrace and embody our best selves. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, um, and it's a good place to be. Okay, see you next week. Thanks.